Sarah, and today on Budgetsew, I'm going to show you my sewing haul from Value Village. But first, I'm going to show you my most recent make. Today, I'm wearing Vintage Simplicity 6260 in a size 16. It's a jiffy knit front wrap dress with drop shoulders, and it was published in 1974. I purchased this pattern for $2 at Great Value Thrift Store. Alterations to the pattern. Before I cut the pattern out of fabric, I sliced it to lengthen it by 7 inches so that the dress would fall below the knee. Now, I didn't have quite enough fabric for the additional length, so I combined 2 fabrics. The first fabric, in the lighter blue that comprises the majority of the dress, was purchased at Value Village for $4.99 for the whole piece. The other fabric, in the darker blue with the flower print, is leftover fabric from another vintage pattern I made, Simplicity 6082. I'll post a link for that dress in the description box of this video. I purchased the darker blue fabric for $4.25 a meter in the clearance section at Fabricland. This fabric was also used for the facings and trim for the drop shoulder sleeve. The trim up the front of the dress and around the neck is actually the facings folded outward and top stitched down rather than tucked underneath. The pattern called for top stitching or braided trim, but I thought by folding the facings outward, it made for a continuous look. I wanted to carry the theme throughout the whole dress, so in addition to the facings, sleeve trim, and additional length, I cut the belt out of the same fabric. I love how the two came together. Overall, this pattern was easy to sew and the instructions were easy to follow. I didn't run into any problems making up this pattern because jiffy patterns are usually pretty easy. And I really enjoy making jiffy patterns. They're my favorite right now. And I'm actually looking forward to making this pattern up again, but in a different fabric. In the comment section, let me know your favorite jiffy pattern, and while you're there, smash the like button. And if you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe. Now, on to the sewing haul. So I was at Value Village and I got some more patterns and some more fabric. So the first pattern that I have here is Simplicity 1800. It was purchased for $2.99, sorry, and was published in 2012. So it's a beautiful pattern. It's very feminine, flattering. It has an open neckline, princess seams, and what I like is the pleated skirt at the bottom. It has just the right amount of fullness, and if you'd like, there's pockets concealed in the side seams. I just think this is a gorgeous dress. I probably make up this one right here, which is view A. So I'm really looking forward to making this. So originally this pattern was $17.95 when it was published in 2012, but like I said, I paid the nice low price of $2.99. The next pattern I have is Simplicity 8401. It was published in 1998 for $11.98, and I paid $2.99 for it. It is a shirt, dress, and pants pattern. I really like this top with the longer sleeves. If you can take a closer look at the pattern, it has ties around the back, and on the front it has this cute button detail, which looks really good. I do like the longer skirt. I think it's quite flattering, so I'm really looking forward to making this one up. The next pattern I have is a Butterick. It's Butterick 4403. It is a wardrobe pattern. It's a family circle collection. It's a career casual pattern. What I really like is the long sleeve shirt and the skirt. So pretty much this image here really got my attention. I think it's a really nice classic look. The pattern also comes with shorts, pants, an oversized jacket, and a vest. So you could make up a whole wardrobe with this pattern. So this pattern, was originally published in 1996 for $15.95, and I paid $1.99. The next pattern I have is also a Butterick pattern. It's Butterick 3055, It was originally published in 1993 for $13.05, and I paid $2.99 at Value Village. What I really liked about this pattern is View B. It reminds me of a hat that I had when I was a kid, and I wore it all the time. I took this hat to Disneyland in Florida, and I wore it every single day. I think I actually wore the hat out. What I also liked is View L. I think it's really quite nice with the large band, and I don't know if that's a brooch on the front or an applique. There's also some cute beret patterns and different hats with, I don't know, is it a beak or a brim? I think that's quite nice. The next pattern I have is also a hat pattern. It's McCalls Fashion Accessory 3987, originally published in 2003. I really like the larger brims of these hats. I think it'd be really good for me in the summer so I don't get sunburned. It also comes with 2 different purse patterns, so you can do your accessories up really nice. So this pattern was published in 2003 for $14.50, but at Value Village I bought 2 patterns in a package for $1.99. So this pattern was actually only $1. This is the other pattern that was in that package. It's a McCalls Crafts pattern, 5684. It's a belt and tie package. It also has cummerbunds and different ties as well. I really like the belts on this pattern. I think View I would be very interesting, and same with View H, just for something different to wear with your dresses instead of the same old belt, or maybe your dress pattern didn't come with a belt pattern. Instead of, you know, going to that usual go-to belt pattern, there's this one which has so many different options. So I'm really looking forward to making this. The next pattern I have is an older pattern. It's a sew, knit, and stretch pattern. It's ladies' panties with flared legs. It was originally published in 1969, and I think it's really cute. I thought it would make up really well for maybe shorts around the house, but I think it'd be really nice to make up. It's pattern number 2087. Now, I actually looked this pattern up online because, as you see here, it was only $1 when it was originally published, and I paid $1.99. But I was wondering, how much is it online? So I took a look and I found it. It was $24.91 plus $17.15 shipping. That's how much I would have had to pay if I ordered it online. But like I said, I paid $1.99 for this one. So I'm really excited about that. That's it of the patterns. The next thing I have are fabrics. So this first fabric, it's not the usual type of fabric I buy. I love plaids, but this fabric I chose to go with something that I've already have here at home. So this piece of fabric is 5 feet by 6 feet, and I paid $7.99 for it. It's a very vibrant plaid as well. It has pinks, reds, oranges, yellows, blues, and purple. So I have a dress that I would like to lengthen, and it is this shade of purple, but I haven't been able to find the fabric anywhere. And I wanted to add an additional 7 or 8 inches to the length just so it falls below the knee, and this is the perfect match to it. And it's really quite fun. It's bold, it's vibrant. I think it's gonna look great with that dress. The next fabric I have is a knit fabric. It's blue. Let's see. It's a blue with a print on it. I think this is gorgeous. I think it would make up into maybe a really nice summer top. It's quite soft, so I think it would be really nice to wear. So this fabric was $5.99. Oops, it's tangled with the rest. It was $5.99, and the size is 5 feet by 5 feet. The next fabric is really nice. It's this gorgeous blue. It's a woven fabric, but it's got this gorgeous texture to it. I think I might make a pair of pants with it, maybe a jacket. I'm not quite sure yet. But it's 5 feet by 11 feet long, and I paid $9.99 for it. So I think I got quite a steal. Well, that's my entire sewing haul from Value Village. Please like this video and subscribe to Budgetsew to stay connected. Thanks for watching. See you next time.